Tom Bombadil is one of the most enigmatic and intriguing characters in J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth legendarium. His ability to resist the One Ring, a source of immense power and corruption, has puzzled readers and scholars for decades. Today, we'll delve into the nature of Tom Bombadil, his significance within Tolkien's world, and the possible reasons why he remains unaffected by the One Ring. To understand why Tom Bombadil can resist the ring, we must first explore who or what he is. Bombadil is introduced in the Fellowship of the Ring as a merry, ageless figure living in the Old Forest with his wife Goldberry. His exact nature is deliberately left ambiguous by Tolkien, leading to various interpretations. Some theories suggest that Bombadil might be one of the Ainur, spiritual beings created by Eru Iluvatar, the supreme deity in Tolkien's world. Specifically, he could be a Maya, lesser Ainur who entered the world to help shape it. This would place him alongside figures like Gandalf and Sauron. However, unlike other Maiar, Bombadil shows no interest in power or domination. Another popular theory is that Bombadil represents the spirit of nature itself. He is deeply connected to his environment, more so than any other character. He exhibits a harmonious existence with the natural world, unaffected by the conflicts and ambitions of other beings. At times, it's even been suggested that Bombadil is Iluvatar himself, living amongst his creation. It would be an easy explanation for how he was able to laugh at the ring, unaffected and unbothered by its corruption. Although no tangible evidence exists to support this theory, it's still one of my favorites to debate. Tolkien himself described Bombadil as a commentary on the nature of power and ownership. Bombadil's immunity to the ring could signify that he operates on a different existential plane, one that transcends the typical desires and fears that the ring exploits. The One Ring, crafted by Sauron, is designed to corrupt and dominate. It amplifies the wearer's innate desires and fears, ultimately bending them to Sauron's will. It exploits the weaknesses of its bearer, making them crave power, immortality, or even invisibility. However, the ring's power has its limitations. The ring works by amplifying pre-existing desires within individuals. Characters like Boromir, Gollum, and even Frodo have personal ambitions and fears that the ring manipulates. Characters with strong moral and spiritual foundations like Gandalf, Galadriel, and Aragorn are wary of the ring's influence, but can resist it to a degree, though they recognize that prolonged exposure would corrupt them. The ring's influence is significantly less effective on those who have no desire for power or control. Samwise Gamgee, for instance, is less affected because of his simple, humble nature, even though he is not immune. Tom Bombadil's immunity to the ring can be attributed to several factors. Bombadil displays no ambition or desire for power. When Frodo offers him the ring, he looks at it, laughs, and makes it disappear before handing it back, completely uninterested. His contentment with his life and his environment makes him impervious to the ring's allure. Bombadil perhaps exists on a plane detached from the typical struggles and conflicts of Middle-earth. He is unaffected by the war between good and evil, and this detachment might shield him from the ring's influence. Bombadil possesses a form of intrinsic power that predates the ring. His control over the Old Forest and the Barrow Downs, and his ability to command ancient and powerful beings like Old Man Willow, suggest that his power is fundamental and not derived from external sources. This intrinsic power could render the ring's influence negligible. Tolkien might have used Bombadil to represent a philosophical idea that some entities are beyond the reach of power and corruption. Bombadil's character could symbolize the concept of true freedom and contentment, aspects that the ring cannot corrupt because they are not rooted in desires that the ring can manipulate. Tolkien's own writings provide some insight, albeit ambiguous ones. In his letters, Tolkien explained that Bombadil represents something unique within his legendarium. He is an intentional enigma, a character embodying the idea that some beings exist entirely outside the struggle for power. Tolkien admitted that Bombadil was intentionally left unexplained. He serves as a literary device to show that not everything in Middle-earth is subject to the same rules and conflicts. This deliberate mystery adds depth and richness to the world. Bombadil's immunity to the ring highlights the ring's limitations. It shows that the ring, while powerful, is not omnipotent. There are beings and concepts in the world that cannot touch, suggesting an unspoken balance within Tolkien's universe. Bombadil's resistance to the ring also serves a broader literary and thematic purpose in The Lord of the Rings. By introducing a character who is immune to the ring's power, Tolkien emphasizes that power and corruption are not absolute. There are aspects of existence that remain untouchable by such influences, suggesting hope and resilience. Bombadil's character emphasizes a harmonious existence with nature, contrasting sharply with the industrial and destructive forces represented by Sauron and Saruman. His immunity to the ring underscores the theme that living in balance with the world provides a form of protection against corruption. Bombadil encourages readers to question the nature of power, control, and freedom. His existence prompts a deeper reflection on what it means to live a fulfilled life, untouched by the ambitions that drive others to madness and ruin. Bombadil serves as a foil to characters who are deeply affected by the ring. Where others struggle with temptation, Bombadil's indifference highlights their vulnerabilities and the ring's insidious nature. Tom Bombadil's ability to resist the One Ring remains one of the most fascinating mysteries in Tolkien's Middle-earth. His lack of ambition, existential detachment, intrinsic power, and symbolic significance all contribute to his unique immunity. Tolkien intentionally crafted Bombadil as an enigma to underscore the limits of power and the possibility of living in harmony with the world. Ultimately, Bombadil represents a philosophical ideal of true freedom and contentment, concepts that the ring, with all of its dark allure, can never corrupt. This makes him a crucial, if mysterious, part of the rich tapestry of the Lord of the Rings. Thank you once again for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to have you join us for our next adventure. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the depths of Tolkien's rich universe.